Look to add the extra point. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. Lutz now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On first down, Pittman sliding out of the pocket. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there, because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It's a gain of 9 yards, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about, in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice, safe throw, and a good one.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
We got three, fellas.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. This for his running back, McCoy. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
4 down. Check.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get 3 down at the 34-yard line.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They hand off to Matthews. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Lady. 12. Here we go, D.
Again, it's Matthews. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And Lutz's kick is good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And the Panthers coming out now. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. 2 yards gets them back to where they started, but now 3rd and 10.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Looking to throw. Pittman. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. That's pulled in at the 32. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. A 1st down carry for Matthews. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Here's Drew Kaiser now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Carolina getting set to take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting. That 1st down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. Off play action. Pittman. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. That one goes for 24 yards. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Give him 30 yards there.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. McCaffrey on the counter. And he only manages a couple here, down to about the 38-yard line.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The Panthers on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Hey. 4 down.
Back to throw. Pittman, blitz coming, and down he goes.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's going to go down again. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Tempo.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
And they'll go on the ground. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The Falcons on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. To throw is Wilson. Over the middle, it's complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. His big day receiving just keeps getting bigger. He's over 200 yards now on the afternoon. And a handoff to Matthews. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's a nice pickup at 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
Let's go.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, now he bowls him over. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So another score there, and often you talk about the three phases of the game: defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a fourth phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. McCaffrey following the penalty. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that's caught inside the 35. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Atlanta, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile,